In this video, you will learn how to identify notes for the violin. There is something called the treble clef. The treble clef is a musical symbol that indicates the pitch of notes on the music staff. The music staff has 5 lines and 4 spaces. This is the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, and fifth line. Here are the 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All of these lines and spaces have names. The first line is E. The second line is G, third line is B, fourth line is D, and the fifth line is F. Now, there are several different ways you can remember these names of the lines. Most people remember it by a phrase which goes like this: every good boy deserves fudge. If you need to pause this video, you can, so that you can take a picture of this screen, or you can write it all down. I am moving on. This is how you remember the names of the spaces. F, A, C, E, which spells the word face. Again, if you need to pause this video in order to write down these notes or the names of these spaces, or if you need to take a picture, you can. There are other ways you can remember all those lines and spaces. There is something called the musical alphabet, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it goes all over again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. There is no Z, there is no H, and there's no J in the musical alphabet. So, this is what all those notes look like on the music staff. Start with E, then it goes F, G, A, B, C, D, E, and F. It's all written out down below. If you need to pause this video, you can, so that you can take a picture or you can write down these notes. Now that you know how to identify your lines and spaces on the music staff, you get to figure out how to play all these notes on the violin. One way in order to figure this out is by using a fingerboard chart. You will see at the chart is open strings, and then you will see on the left side is the finger number. Then in the middle, it's the name of all these notes. So we will start with the E string first. The names of the notes on the E string are E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. Then, in order to play them, your E string is open 0. Then, the first finger, that note plays F sharp. The second finger plays the note G sharp. The third finger plays the note A. And the fourth finger plays the note B. Going on to the A string, you have the notes A, B, C sharp, D, and E. So those finger numbers look like this. Open A, that is your 0. Then put your first finger down, that gives you the note B. Second finger down on the A string gives you the note C sharp. Third finger on the A gives you the note D. Fourth finger on the A gives you the note E. Moving on to the next string, that's your D string. You have D, E, F sharp, G, and A. So in order to play all these notes on the violin, it goes open D, first finger on the D, that's your note E. Second finger on the note on the D, that is your note F sharp. Third finger on the D is your note G. Finally, the fourth finger on the D string is your note A. Then you have one more string, which is the G string. So you have G, A, B, C, and D. Those finger numbers are open G, 1 on the G, that's your note A, second finger on the G, that's your note B, third finger on the G, that's your note C, and then your fourth finger on the G string, that's your note D. Just so you know, I clearly don't have any finger tapes on my violin, but you probably have finger tapes on your violin. To be super clear on that, I'm not doing this for all the strings, but for the E string, the first finger tape is called F sharp. Second finger tape is called G sharp. Third finger tape is called A, and if you have a fourth finger tape on the E string, that note is called B. Now, there are several games that we are going to do in class, and you're more than welcome to try some of them at home so you can get better at identifying your notes. One of the games is called String Picker. So, the teacher will say, play an open string. The student will choose any open string. They will say that name of the open string, and then they will play that open string 5 times with a perfect bow hold. The other game that we will do in class is called Say, Find, and Play. So in this game, the teacher will say the name of the note. Then the student will say the name of the note. That student will then find the note on the violin, and the student will play it 5 times with a perfect bow hold. Finally, one other game we will be doing in class is called Target Note of the Day. So in this game, I, or the student, will pick one note only. Let's make it up and say A. So the student will then find all many ways to play the note A on every string. So for example, you will put all 3 fingers down on the E string because that note is A. You will then play the open A string. You can then play the 4th finger on the D string, that's your note A. And then you can also play the 1st finger on the G string since that is your note A. And of course, when you play those notes, you will play them 5 times with a perfect bow hold. There is also something called rhythm. The rhythm means some notes can be played long, while other notes can be played quickly or short. For the sake of this video, we're not going to talk about rhythm. That will be done in another video. All we are concerned about in this one is identifying the notes on the violin and on the music staff. To summarize everything that we learned in this video, you learned about the names of the lines, which are E, G, B, D, and F. And you can remember it by every good boy deserves fudge. You also learned the names of the spaces, which are F, A, C, which spell the word face. You also learned about the musical alphabet, which is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next lesson.